Hello everyone. So today we will be continuing with the same chapter which is named as On the Trail of the Earliest People. In our last video we have already seen about why earliest people were called as hunters and gatherers, why they kept on moving from place to place. Now let us proceed to next topic. So choosing a place to live means on what basis they chose a place to live. So let us see the reasons. In this map, you can see different important sites on which archaeologists found evidences of hunters and gatherers, mainly Bhimbetka, Hungski, and Karnol caves. These are the sites which are named as Paleolithic sites. Why they are called as Paleolithic sites? Paleolithic means Stone Age, which means that from these sites, archaeologists found evidences of stone tools, okay, and that is why they are named as Paleolithic sites. Evidences of hunters and gatherers were found on these sites, like paintings on wall, stone tools, etc. These sites were located near sources of water like rivers and lakes. Stone tools were also a very important part, right? Like the water, okay, they started staying, or they started choosing the place to live where the water is available. In the same way, stone tools were also important. So people tried to find out places where stone was easily available and they can make tools from that. These types of places were called as factory sites. Sometimes people used to stay on these places for a longer period of time. Therefore, these type of sites were called as habitation cum factory sites. In both this picture, you can see in the above picture, the man is making stone tools, right? But he is not staying over there. And that is why it is called as factory sites, because they used to come at that place, make the tool, and go back to the place which they chose to live. But in this habitation cum factory sites, in that place, what they used to do is they used to stay on that place for a longer period of time, and because of which all of them used to stay together. You can see at the end, at one side of that picture at the below, you can see the people are cooking food, some are doing making tools, some are doing some other job, right? So these are habitation cum factory sites. Now, how did they made stone tools? Okay, so to make stone tools we have two methods. First method is stone on stone, and second method is pressure flaking. So let us see what stone on stone is. In one hand there is a stone which is called as hammer stone, okay, and in the other stone which is there, which is constant, which is not moving, that stone is called as core. So because one stone is bitten on the other stone, and to give the shape to the core, the hammer is continuously bitten on it, and because of which the core gets the desired shape of the tool, right? So this is because the stone is bitten on this other stone, it is called as stone on stone technique. The next technique is pressure flaking. In this method, you can see there are three stones used. One is hammer stone, second is piece of bone or stone, and the third is core. Okay, so these are three types of stones which are used in this pressure flaking. So in this method, what happens is the piece of bone or stone is placed on the core and the hammer stone is used on it, which will remove the flakes of the core and give the shape, a sharp shape to the core as a tool, right? And because of which this is called as pressure flaking, because by hammer the pressure is applied on this piece of bone or a stone, and that stone is going to get the flecks of the core. Okay, flecks means we know what flecks are, right? Very flat and very thin parts of something. Okay, so again over here the flecks of stones are removed out, okay, to give the shape to the tool. These are the two techniques by which we can make stone tools. Also, we have evidences, or we have found about the fire. How? So traces of ash were also found from these places, these sites, which shows that fire might be used in these sites at that time. So it might be used for different purposes, like it can be used as source of light, to cook meat, to scare animals, and different purposes. Okay, so this is how we can conclude that fire also might be used at that time. Now there were some changes in environment during that period of time. So what exact changes were there? Around 12,000 years ago, there were major changes in climate of the world. Climate started becoming more warmer. The temperature of the earth started increasing, and because of which this led to development of grasslands, and number of animals that survived on grassland also increased. Also, grain bearing grasses like wheat grew naturally in different parts of subcontinent, and because of which now the idea of farming started coming into mind of the people, and then there might be the start of society formation. Also, at that time, both men and women might be working together, doing all the work together. Okay, there might be no discrimination of doing only household works, that only household work might be done by women, or the making of tools might be done by men. There might be no differentiation, all the work might be done together by both men and women. In this picture you can see the woman is also making the stone tool, on the same time the man is also making the same, right? But there is the other possibility that they might have distributed task between men and women, that women might be cooking food, or in this picture you can see few of them are painting the walls, few of them are making stone tools, few women are cleaning the skin of animal, right? So different task or different work might be distributed amongst themselves, so that the work would be easier for all of them to do, right? So this is how we can conclude that how they started to establish their societies, how hunters and gatherers they chose a place to live, what things they used to eat, and how they used to get those things, how they used to hunt the animals and gather their food. Okay, so I hope that everything about hunters and gatherers is much clear. Till then, you please stay safe and stay home and keep studying.